members. This video is a continuation of my previous video about Taekook's moments in the Butter era. When they perform Butter, in my opinion, BTS or Taekook always succeeds in melting everyone. Wherever is it, in their MV, dance practice, or their performance in other programs, and especially during the part their party role, Taekook. Taekook really looks so hard and sexy. But unfortunately, especially in the choreo battle, company didn't pair Taekook when they wrote or formed army. For MV and choreo battle dance practice, for example, when BTS wrote or formed army. For A and M who need to pair up, company doesn't pair Taekook. Here, company instead pairs Jungkook for A and Taekook for M. And in their dance practice and performance, for M, company pairs Yoonmin. Rather than practice. Then, when we buried Taekook's turn, at the time, I could only hope that next time Taekook would get turn and could be paired for the letter M or even the letter A. But as usual, that's hard to happen, and so it is in other parts. Taehope and also Taemin. In my opinion, sometimes company looks really strict when it comes to Taekook. Like here, for example, although it's just about Taekook sitting close to each other, but they don't seem to want to show that. But even though company often separates Taekook, fortunately, Taekook always have ways and strengths that makes them difficult to separate. Although not his part, but Cookie is in teaching Tae to dance for this part with Jimin. Cookie looks serious teaching Tae, and they look so focused on paying attention to Cookie. Cookie is never lazy and tired when it comes to Tae. And this is the result. Cookie always cares about Tae, especially if Tae needs his help. Cookie's always there to help him. As you can see, it is better. Taekook is only given a short interaction or choreo part, and actually, it makes me disappointed. But fortunately, even though it was only briefly, Taekook's interaction here looked different for the other members. At least, it can reduce my feeling of disappointment. looks happy together. Taekook was also seen trying to stare at each other, even if only briefly. And when they got close together, we can see their spacing. Besides that, if we pay attention at the Taekook's moment, which even if only for a moment, but actually there is something we can see. There is Taekook's different relationship with the other members. Even though they were doing work or performance, but they didn't forget to stare at each other. Cookie looked at Tae when Tae was kissing his hand, and after that, Tae also looked at Cookie. Tae pointed at Cookie, and Cookie replied him like this. When the part breaking into your heart like that, Cookie pointed to Tae's chest with love you sign. Maybe Cookie meant I love you sign. But in my opinion, even though the eyelid sign is not perfectly formed, but they can understand each other. There is it, the I love you sign. And after that, they touch his chest or heart, as if to say that he felt it. What Cookie said, breaking into your heart. Taekook is also seen staring at each other and smiling together. And Taekook also didn't forget to try to touch. Tae tries to touch or high five with Cookie while he looks at Cookie.
See you next part.
Taekook forever.